Picture a forgotten desert town where the roads are pure dust and the sheriff looks like he gave up a decade ago. It's the exact kind of place you'd expect to find a body lying face down in the dirt near the train tracks. On the surface, it looks like a standard frontier robbery gone wrong. The body belongs to Edward Hall. Anyone in town could tell you Hall made his living at the poker table, maintaining a reputation as a completely untouchable gambler. But the physical evidence at the scene contradicts the robbery theory. There is a single bullet wound in Hall's chest, yet absolutely no sign of a physical struggle. The dirt around him is completely undisturbed. Then you notice the second anomaly. Rolled over, Hall reveals a deeply intricate, tribal-like symbol carved right into his hand. It fails to match any known outlaw gang in the territory. Enter Jack Ellis. He's a disgraced, deeply apathetic loner, dragging around a heavy, cynical worldview. He expects the worst from people, and he usually gets it. The discovery of that tribal mark transforms the nature of the killing. It functions as a specific invitation, dragging a reluctant outcast directly back into the role of investigator. The narrative starts in the center with the physical evidence of Hall's body and the carved symbol. It expands outward into the town's social dynamics and the sheriff's suspicion. Finally, the macro level encompasses Jack's inescapable guilt, which bleeds backward to infect the center. This layered structure dictates the evolution of the story's voiceover perspective. The narration begins as a detached third-person observer describing the dusty town. As Jack digs deeper into the case, the voice slowly and seamlessly blends into Jack's deeply personal first-person perspective. The murder investigation is a Trojan horse. The plot functions to dismantle the psychological defenses Jack has spent years building. Decades before he ever became an apathetic loner, Jack Ellis was an idealistic young deputy serving in a neighboring town. His career ended in a violent crossfire. He failed to stop a gang of outlaws, resulting in his partner being killed. Jack took the blame for his partner's death, but he carried a deeper secret. In the chaotic aftermath of the shooting, he actively covered up a corrupt, botched deal. The dead gambler, Edward Hall, was directly involved in that exact same covered-up deal. Hall's sudden death serves as a narrative trigger. It violently forces Jack's repressed past to collide with his present reality. The text uses the geographical distance between the two towns to create a false sense of security. Jack moved miles away to start over, but physical distance cannot sever the moral cause and effect chain of a buried crime. The climax reveals the true motive. Edward Hall's death was a highly targeted act of revenge. The strange tribal mark carved into Hall's hand served as a deliberate signature, tied specifically to Jack's past sins. This revelation sets up the story's overarching theme of subverted frontier mythology. Traditional Westerns treat the frontier as a blank slate, a place where a man can ride off into the sunset and experience a total rebirth. Whispers in the Dust completely rejects that idea in favor of a bleak reality. The open plains and endless skies act as a psychological trap. The story proves that open space does not grant moral amnesty. Jack Ellis successfully solves the mystery, but the resolution offers no redemption or happy ending. He uncovers the truth, and he remains completely alone. The story ends on a fatalistic realization. Survival in this world requires constant, agonizing motion to carry the weight of the past.